Hey there everybody, my name is Ryan Calhoun and I'm representing Team 3, which consists of myself, Janie Graves Dobbs, and Sam Dropkin. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about our ME2110 planning video report. So first of all, I'm going to go over some of the contents of this presentation. First, I'm going to talk about our team objectives. Second of all, I'm going to talk about our management and planning tools. Then I will cover our house of quality, our function tree, our specification sheet, our morphological chart, our Gantt chart, our planning tree. Last, I'll cover our prioritization matrix. Once I conclude management and planning tools, then I will talk about our conclusion as a team. Shown here are some of our team objectives. Our main objective as a team is to score the highest number of points. This is the most important objective we have, because without scoring the highest number of points amongst teams that are competing against us, we can't advance to further rounds. Our secondary objectives shown below are the complete different competition tasks. This is very important because without this we can't score the highest number of points. Some examples of this are rescuing Princess Peach and knocking over Bowser and Donkey Kong. Also, one of our secondary objectives is to operate within given time, size, and power constraints. I'll talk a little bit more about that when I cover our spec sheet. Shown here is our house of quality. Here you can see our most important engineering requirement was arena tested, and it was ranked highest in relative value at 26%. Shown below that, you can see our top team requirements. These requirements included high scoring, consistent, and replaceable parts. We believe these top team requirements were most important because they are essential to having us achieve our overall objective, which is to score the most amount of points. And now I'm going to segue into our function tree. At the top of the function tree, you can see our main objective, which is to score the most points. Below the main objective, you can see all of our functions. Below all of the functions, you can see all of the subfunctions and sub-subfunctions. Our most important functions are highlighted below. They include push away DK and Bowser, rescue Peach, and operate when activated. We chose these functions to be the most important functions because without these we can't score the most points out of any team. Shown here is the specification sheet. You can see all of our team's requirements. Highlighted are the two most important team requirements. These two team requirements are the most important because they allow us to achieve our secondary objectives, which talk about fitting within size and time requirements. Next, I'm going to move into our morphological chart. Here you can see our most important product subfunctions alongside 4 different solutions for those product subfunctions. I've highlighted some of our team's favorite and most realistic design solutions, such as vacuum operation to be able to collect coins, and also a retractable arm that can drop off Mario Luigi into the green tube. Here at the Gantt chart, you can see the schedule of our team's progress as we near the deadline of the ME2110 competition. I've highlighted our most important span of time where we're going to be working on our most important tasks, such as building and testing the machine for a team preliminary round, and also building and editing our test machine for the team qualifying round. We believe this is the most important span of time because this is where the most testing and analysis of results and failures is going to be put into our team's design. Shown here you can see our planning tree. At the top of the planning tree you can see design robot, which is our main goal. Below the main goal you can see some sub goals, and below that you can see some sub goals, which I've highlighted a few of our most important ones. No competition restrictions is a very important sub goal because it ties into our secondary objective, which involves knowing the main competition restrictions and limits. Evaluate alternatives and morph chart, construct robot, and code robot are very important because they tie into relative importance, which I will cover in our prioritization matrix next. The last of our management and planning tools is shown here, and it's the prioritization matrix. Here you can see all of our phases of design and construction throughout the ME2110 course. I've highlighted our 3 most important phases, but the ones I'd like to harp on are the troubleshooting failures and analysis of results. These are the most important because of the abundant amount of testing that's going to be done throughout the course, which will reveal lots of areas for improvement in our design leading up to the competition. In conclusion of this presentation, I'd like to say that the management and planning tools helped us with a variety of things, including dividing the project into manageable tasks, quantifying goals and objectives, helping with accountability with deadlines, prioritizing design phases, and prioritizing design specs and features. These tools will help improve organization and eliminate confusion leading up to the ME2110 final project and final competition. Whew! And that concludes our ME 2110 planning report presentation. I'll take questions if you have any, but honestly, I'm really dizzy from just doing ME 2110 stuff all weekend and not sleeping.